Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Scott Willard, Connor Volpe, Kevin Ritchie. We're at Scott County High School senior night, girls style. Scott County hosting the Lady Bulldogs of Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Nick Runyon brings his team in with the record of 10-16. They'll be the number 3 seed in the 43rd district. They'll take on the Scott County Lady Cardinals, coming in with a record of 17-7. Coach Steve Helton in his 16th season, 329 victories, 162 defeats. And more important, the number 1 seed in the 42nd District Tournament, which starts right here at Scott County on Monday. Should be a good ball game. Scott County averaging 67 points a ball game. Paul Lawrence Dunbar averaging 46.4 points a ball game while giving up 55. Scott County should be the favorite here tonight. What we'll do is we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get into the Scott County stats and get set for tip-off on the Scott County Sports Network. Season finale here on senior night at Scott County High School. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie, Connor Volpe. Senior night here at Scott County High School for the Lady Cardinals. Scott County taking on the Lady Bulldogs of Dunbar. This time I'd like to bring in Coach Scott Willard. Let him talk about the Scott County Lady Cardinals season stats up to this point.
Scott County is led in scoring by Peyton Riddle, who's averaging 13.5 points a game. Then we got senior Bailey Hawkins, who's averaging about 10.5 points a game. And then you got 3 girls, that are averaging just a little bit over 8 points a game. Juliet Smith, 8.8 points per game. And then Sydney Sutherland and Lauren Beam averaging 8.7 points per game. Scott County on the year shooting field goal percentage is not great. Shooting 33.9% free throw or field goals and 25% behind the 3-point line, 67% free throws. They've got 290 assists on the season and 352 turnovers, so they're averaging about 12 assists a game to 14 turnovers a game. Just like, we had talked about earlier when we had some games that, Coach Helton wanted to see that a little closer together. Scott County has rebounded the ball very well this year. They've got 345 offensive rebounds, 537 defensive rebounds. So they're doing really, really well on the boards, especially Lauren Beam, who has 131 offensive rebound or defensive rebounds, 62 offensive rebounds, 193 rebounds on the season. So that's the one reason that Scott County stays in a lot of games and wins a lot of games. Is not, they're not shooting the ball the way they really want to, but they're rebounding and getting themselves a lot of second shots.
All righty, looking at the Dunbar side of things real quick. They're led in scoring by Michaela Cecil, number 23. She's a 5'4" point guard, only a sophomore, averaging 19.2 points and about 6 boards a ball game. Their second leading scorer is Autumn Hereford. She's a 5'8" junior, averaging 11.5 points and 4 rebounds. And then their third leading scorer is Peyton Humphreys. She's a 5'8" sophomore, 5.8 points, 2 rebounds a ball game for the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Lady Bulldogs. Head coach Nick Runyon. They're shooting 35% from the field, 29.7% from the three-point line, only 58.5% from the free throw line. And like I said, they're giving up 55 points and averaging 46, Coach, and that says a lot why they're 10-16 on the season. What we'll do is we'll take a final timeout. We'll come back for the tip-off and the starters here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school or college student-athletes manage busy schedules. Remind your students they can access tutor.com for homework help from home or in the library from 3 p.m. until midnight every day. Library cards are required for this service. Call the library or visit our website, www.scottpublive.org, to learn more.
The Scott County Junior Air Force ROTC cadets presenting our colors here tonight. Good job by them as always. And Coach, as we get into the starting lineups, what's the keys to the ball game tonight for Scott County?
Well, I talked to Coach Wilson a little bit today, Scott County High School girls assistant coach, and he said that, they thought if they came out and did what they were supposed to do, they should be in good shape. And what they really said that they put an emphasis on was that Dunbar had some really big, strong inside players, and that they needed to really get after them and get the ball up and down the floor as fast as they could get it up and down the floor to try to negate some of the height and strength of Dunbar's players.
All right, the starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs. First up, number 2, Autumn Hereford, a 5'8" junior, averaging 11.5 points, 4 rebounds a ball game. Starting at the forward spot, it's a 5'8" sophomore, number 21, Peyton Humphreys, averaging 5.8 points, 2 rebounds a ball game. At the point guard spot, Michaela Cecil, number 23, a 5'4" sophomore, averaging 19 points and 6 rebounds a ball game. Also, the combo guard forward player, Anaya Cotton, number 24, averaging 3.8 points and 2 rebounds a ball game. Rounding out the starting lineup, a 5'10" senior center, number 44, Nyla Blair, averaging a point and a half a rebound a ball game. For Nick Runyon, his team comes in out of the 43rd District, 11th Region, with a record of 10, and 16. Now the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, your Scott County Lady Cardinals. Coming in with a record of 17-7 for head coach Steve Helton. Starting at the point guard spot, number 14, Juliet Smith. She's a 5'4 freshman, averaging 8.88 points, 2.88 rebounds. Also at the guard spot, a 5'10 sophomore, number 22, Peyton Riddle, averaging 13.5 points, about 4 boards a ball game, leading Scott County in scoring this season. One of the seniors started tonight, number 4, Bailey Hawkins. The sharpshooter is a 5'8 senior, averaging about 11 points, 3 rebounds a ball game. Getting the start as well, 5'9 senior forward, number 20, Haley Robb, averaging a point and 2 rebounds a ball game. Rounding out the starting lineup, the final senior in the lineup, she's a 5'7 guard, number 23, Alexis Lockhart, averaging 3 points, 2.5 rebounds a ball game. And again, Scott County, 67 points a ball game, giving up 58, taking on the Dunbar Lady Bulldogs, only scoring 46 points a ball game while giving up 55. Scott County in the home white uniforms. Red numbers and letters outlined in royal blue. Dunbar coming to the ball game tonight wearing the road black with red stripes down the side. They have red numbers and letters outlined in white. So Scott County coming towards you on the computer screen. And Coach, enough talk. Senior night took a long time to get started, but time for basketball.
Yeah, it really is. And, just like, any game, you got the district tournament starting on Monday. You really want to play well tonight and run your offense and make sure that your defense is sharp. And, this is your last last test before district tournament starts on Monday.
Haley Robb, Autumn Hereford jumping for it. And the ball goes in the hands of Michaela Cecil. She has the basketball behind the back. Leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs.
Scott County starts out man-to-man.
She goes around Juliet Smith, blocked by Peyton Riddle, out of bounds. They're going to say off of Cecil. So Scott County gets a break right there, Coach, starting out the ball again.
Yeah, and Cecil's very quick. She got around Juliet Smith. And
here's the sharpshooter, their first three-pointer of the night. No good. Rebound is to Cecil. She'll go over to Hereford, and Hereford has the basketball, bringing it up on the bounce. Got away with a walk. Gets it to Peyton Humphrey, back to Hereford. Hereford goes baseline around Bailey Hawkins, and Bailey picks up the first foul. That'll be the team's first. So at the free throw line is Autumn Hereford, the 5'8 junior, shooting 65% from the free throw line. The Lady Bulldogs only shoot 58.5% from the free throw line compared to Scott County, 63.5%. Hereford first point of the night for either team. She'll have one more. It's up and good as well. Look good from the free throw line there.
Yeah. Dunbar's going to drop back, play zone. Scott County's going to have to find a way to knock down some jumpers. Dunbar's going to pack it in and say, if you're going to beat us, knock down the 3-point shot.
Peyton Riddle gets into the paint, drops it off to Robb. Robb kind of went to the bucket before she caught the basketball. Scott County lucky there to keep it. And the three-pointer from Riddle is no good. And the foul's going to be on Dunbar. Looks like it's going to be on number 44. That's going to be Nyla Blair, her first, team first. Peyton Riddle inbounding it for Scott County. Scott County down 2-0. 7:02 to go in the first quarter. Elbow jumper by Hawkins, no good. Lockhart out of nowhere, gets the rebound, misses the putback. Haley Robb answers for Scott County.
Good work there on the boards by Scott County. Stayed after it, and stuck it back in.
Tough shot there by Hereford. Robb with the rebound. Quick outlet pass from Locker to Riddle. Peyton Riddle up, and the foul is going to be on Michaela Cecil. Her first, team second.
Good job there of Scott County taking advantage of the missed opportunity. Haley Robb got the board, threw it out, and then Scott County was off and running and get 2 free throws down on this end.
So Peyton Riddle at the free throw line, 77% free throw shooter on the season. First one rattles around and in. Shooter's touch. Her first point of the night.
All the way around and in.
Second one, money.
Scott County going to pick up full court right here.
Riddle knocks it out of bounds. So inbound the basketball is Peyton Humphreys.
1-2-1-1.
Hereford to Cecil. Cecil on the bounce. Checked by Juliet Smith. Here comes the back tip from Lockhart. Can't control it, out of bounds. Dunbar keeps the possession.
Good job there by Scott County out of the press, getting a deflection and making Dunbar have to inbound it and go set up their offense again.
So the basketball is going to be in the hands of Michaela Cecil a lot tonight. It has already been up to this point. Now with it is Anaya Cotton.
Her and Juliet Smith are a good matchup. Similar size, similar quickness.
And they're going to say foul on the floor. Bucket's not going to count. Juliet Smith picks up her first foul. That'll be the team's second. Hereford with the three from the right wing. Rattles around, no good. Cotton keeps it alive. Back out to Hereford. She drives into the paint. Bank shot, no good. And Scott County. Haley Robb and Nyla Blair battling for it. Haley Robb making her presence known early, Coach.
Yeah, doing a real good job. It's got about 2 or 3 rebounds already here in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game.
So Scott County up 4-2. Bailey Hawkins tries to extend the lead, and she does. Bailey Hawkins, her first 2 of the night. Scott County 3 scores already. Bailey Hawkins, Haley Robb, and Peyton Riddle, each with 2. 6-2 is the score. 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Right side, Hereford. Underneath to Blair. Blair with the short jumper. Good. Good pass from Autumn Hereford.
That all started with the Cecil penetration.
Bailey Hawkins bangs the three from the left side. There's only one person that's not afraid to shoot further out than Bailey Hawkins. That's Connor Volpe.
I was going to say Ryan Bartz.
Yep. Connor Volpe is the best half-court free jump shooter in the history of Scott County basketball.
That's a good job, Scott County trapping Cecil, trying to make her get rid of the basketball. She's what triggers all of Dunbar's offense. When she's got the ball in her hands, able to penetrate, able to make things happen. You know, the last basket was a direct reflection of her being able to penetrate.
So Cecil picks up the dribble, gets it to Cotton. Anaya Cotton, right side to Hereford. Got top to Cecil. Cecil lets the three go. It's good. Michaela Cecil, 34% on the season behind the arc. That one there was money. 9-7 to score. Juliet Smith wide open from the baseline. Jumper. No good. Rebound to Cotton.
Rob had that rebound in her hand. I thought she got hit.
Cecil tries to go back-to-back from the same spot. This one's no good. Lockhart. Outlet pass to Hawkins. Hawkins can't run it down. It's going to be Dunbar basketball. 2 subs in for Scott County. Lauren Beam and Sydney Sutherland. The 1-2 punch inside. And also for Dunbar, number 33, Simone Franklin, the 5'11 junior. Sydney Sutherland, 8.7 points, 5 rebounds a ball game, the 6-foot sophomore, and Lauren Beam. The spark for Scott County, 8.5 points, 8.5 rebounds. And leads the team in hustle, doesn't she, Coach?
Yep, they just forgot about Cecil there.
Beam with the rebound. Loose ball. Good job of Peyton Riddle to tip it back to Sutherland. They get it to Riddle. Riddle inside the Beam. Beam turns around. Layup no good. There's Sutherland battling for it, but Peyton Humphreys comes down for it.
Lauren Beam missed that one. It was a good entry pass by Riddle, and she just missed it at point-blank range.
9-7 the score. First quarter. Ball game just underway. Senior night here for the Lady Cardinals. Alexis Lockhart, Haley Robb, Bailey Hawkins, the 3 seniors for the Cardinals. Peyton Humphreys in the paint. No good. Bailey Hawkins rebound. Juliet Smith open on the right side. She goes one-handed pass to Beam. Beam spins into trouble. Layup no good. She gets the rebound. Blocked on the way back up by Simone Franklin, but Beam stays with it. Drops it off to Riddle. Riddle in the paint. And she can't score. Scott County, a lot of looks.
Yeah, good looks, missing at point-blank range.
Hereford forces the action, and Bailey Hawkins picks up her second. That'll be the team's third. So at the free throw line, Autumn Hereford, already 2 of 2 on the night, 65% shooter. That'll be her third point. Number 20, Cheyenne Fullwood, a 5'6" freshman in the ball game for Dunbar. Also for Scott County, Morgan DeFore, a 5'8" eighth grader. 6 points, 2 rebounds on the season. Hereford misses a second, Beam with the rebound. Flips it over to Smith, and Scott County off to the races. Sutherland wide open inside. And Coach, we talk about it all the time. Great job of catch and shoot from
she keeps
Sutherland.
it up high, and a good job of Juliet Smith getting the ball down the floor, finding the open player.
Fullwood on the bounce, picks up the dribble, double teamed, loose ball. They're going to get a jump ball. Good hustle there by Simone Franklin. But the jump ball, possession arrow goes to Dunbar, and here comes Nyla Blair. She'll be back in for Peyton Humphreys. 11-8 the score. Scott County's had the lead from the beginning. Tough take there by Autumn Hereford, but she finishes. Give her 5. Good defense by Scott County. Peyton Riddle out to Smith at the top. Right side to Beam, or left side to Beam, excuse me. Back out top to Smith. Smith tries to get to the paint. Dumps it to Beam. Riddle, and there's the 4 open. She fakes the 3. Back out top. Peyton Riddle steps back, 3-pointer. Good.
Well, there's an extra pass right there by Morgan DeFore. She could have went in there and taken the floater, and she was looking to make that extra pass and paid off for the Lady Cards.
5 points for Peyton Riddle. Cheyenne Fullwood. You can get a push. Have to call a foul there. Peyton Riddle picks up her first, team 4th. Coach, I was speaking of that floater. I was watching a basketball game the other night, and the announcer, a kid went in shooting that floater, and you know what he called it? The old school floater. I'm like, I don't remember that in the old school, do you?
No.
It's become commonplace now, but back in our day, you probably got in a little bit of trouble with that one, wouldn't you? 14-10, under 2 to go here in the first. Brittany Ward in for Scott County. Jumper for Hereford. Hereford, give her 8, Coach. Brittany Ward. She doesn't hesitate. When she's open, she lets it go. 3 points for Brittany Ward. 26% three-point shooter on the season. Hereford tries to save it, and they're going to say off of Scott County.
Yeah, Cecil drove into an area that she really didn't want to go in there, the big tall trees, and kind of got bailed out there. But they're going to make, Hereford's had a nice first quarter, and Scott County's going to make somebody else besides Cecil, I think, beat them. Cecil, they know how good Cecil is, and whenever she takes off, they try to make sure they got somebody in front of her.
That time they didn't have anybody in front of her. They had Brittany Ward to the side, fouls her to keep her from scoring. That'll be Brittany's first, team 5th. And Cecil goes to the free throw line, 75% free throw shooter. First free throw, no good. She'll have one more. Second one's money. Give her 4. Peyton Humphreys back in for Simone Franklin. Morgan DeFore running the point for Scott County. Left side to Lockhart. Back out top to DeFore. DeFore goes right side to Beam. Beam. Baseline jumper, air ball. Cotton with the rebound, quickly out to Cecil, and they're off to the races. Coach Runyon's holler motion. Hereford looked a little Bryce Longish on that shot. The reverse layup, no good. Lauren Beam out. 23 seconds to go. Scott County plenty of time. One bounce to Ward. Ward 15-footer, no good. There's the 4. She fakes like she's going outside, turns around, shoots the jumper from the baseline. It's no good. Lauren Beam padding the stats on the rebounds category. Unfortunately for Dunbar, she picks up the foul. The foul is going to be on Cheyenne Fullwood. Now they're going to call it on Anaya Cotton, number 24, her first, team third. That'll send Lauren Beam, 61% free throw shooter on the season. She'll be there shooting 2 with 11.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Scott County with the lead now at 18-14. Simone Franklin back into the ball game for Nyla Blair. Beam. Ooh, second one in and out, as they say. Peyton Humphreys with the rebound. Humphreys goes all the way. Bank shot, not even close. There's the leaker. Brittany Ward at the buzzer. Can't get it off. And 1 quarter in the books. Scott County, 18. Paul Lawrence Dunbar, 14. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the second quarter here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky, here for your needs 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 1 quarter in the books. Scott County 18, Dunbar 14. Coach, what Scott County do well there in that first quarter?
Well, they shot the 3 ball really well. Brittany Ward made a 3. Bailey Hawkins made a 3 in that first quarter, and they rebounded the ball really well with Sydney Sutherland and Lauren Beam doing most of the work on the board. So, some second chance opportunities with those young ladies, and knocking down a few threes, and ran pretty good offense. And
good set play for Beam. Turn around at the baseline. Jumper's good. Lauren Beam on a good entry pass from Juliet Smith right there. Scott County's biggest lead, 20-14. Just underway here in the second. Hereford, Autumn Hereford, coach, looking like a All-American. Great minds think alike, right?
Juliet Smith drove in there, penetrated, and got her shot blocked, and Sydney Sutherland there to stick it right back in. So good job by Sydney Sutherland.
Nobody stops Cecil. She goes all the way to the bucket, gets her 6th point of the ball game. It looked like the game last night, didn't it, Coach?
Yeah.
Hawkins with the 3. Money. Bailey Hawkins filling tonight. 2 for 3 behind the arc. Give her 8 points.
Scott County, for the first time, came out in this quarter in a zone defense instead of, really worried about Cecil penetrating. So going in the zone, and I think this is
Cecil working the baseline, gets the jumper off, push from behind. It's going to be on Sydney Sutherland. That'll be her first. Team 6th.
Some things that, Coach Helton wants to work on is, the 2 teams that he could potentially, one of them's going to be Bryan Station and potentially Henry Clay in the championship game, are very quick, good penetrators, and he wants to make sure that his zone defense is where it needs to be in case he has to go to that in the district tournament.
So Katie Hudson in the ball game for Scott County. Katie's a 5'7" junior, averaging 2.5 points, 2 rebounds a ball game. So Cecil makes both of them. Her 7th and 8th point of the night. 25-19 is the score. Hawkins catching fire, no good. Smith with the putback. It's no good. There's Lauren Beam, fouled on the way up, no call. Hawkins misses it. Beam gets another tip. And Lauren Beam making money on the offensive rebound, but she's paying it all back because she's not hitting the shot.
Yeah, doing a really good job there of getting in there and working really hard on the offensive end, and made some good moves when they thrown it in there to her, and then when she's had to go get the rebound and stick it back up there, she's done a good job with that.
So Lauren Beam, 4 points. Not trying to knock her. She's doing a great job. Just can't get it to fall. But like we said at the start, Coach, nobody's going to out-hustle her, that's for sure.
No, that was good. 2 good-looking free throws also.
27-19. Cotton lets the 3 go. No good for Cecil, excuse me. Anaya Cotton with the deflection. There's Lauren Beam, nobody but. And Bailey Hawkins out of bounds. Dunbar basketball. Cotton flips it over to Cecil. Back to Cotton. They're going to let Anaya Cotton run the show. The 5'7" sophomore.
Now Scott County's in the zone. They just have to know where Cecil and Hereford are. Those are the 2 girls that can, like to me, they can knock down the threes.
Speaking of the 3, Cheyenne Fullwood lets it go. No good. There's Hereford with the rebound. Back over to Cecil. She fakes the 3 around Beam. And with the body, Lauren Beam picks up her first. That'll be the team 7. So Dunbar in the bonus with 5:23 to go here in the first half.
And that's a thing that all teams work on in practice. She was trying to close out on a 3-point shooter, but now the 3-point shooter's got the ability to drive and go around her and drew the foul.
Cecil hits the first. Give her 9. So she has 9. Autumn Hereford has 10. Nyla Blair, the only other scorer for the Lady Bulldogs, as she gets set to come back into the ball game. Cecil misses the free throw. So Miss Blair will get to sit at the scorer's table for a little bit. There's Katie Hudson, beats everybody down the floor. And with the find is Juliet Smith. So Katie Hudson, her first 2. And the timeout will be a full one. Coach Nick Runyon calls the timeout. His Lady Bulldogs find themselves down 9. It's 29-20, 5:13 to go here in the first half. Back after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 5:13 to go. Scott County coach biggest lead of the ball game, 29-20. Scott County's doing a great job finding the interior post players.
Now that Scott County's gone to the zone, Dunbar's taken Cecil off the point and put her on the wing with the ability to be able to shoot the ball.
Cheyenne Fullwood back to the top to Cotton.
Put Cotton on the point and got Cecil out on the wing. Scott County really knows where she's at.
Hereford with the 3, no good. Good box out by Sutherland. Sutherland with the rebound over to Smith. That's Peyton Riddle. Peyton Riddle drives baseline. And the foul's going to be on Anaya Cotton. That'll be her 3rd. She's probably done for the half, Coach. She picks up her 3rd foul. Team 5th is Peyton Humphreys. Getting set to come in for the Lady Bulldogs. Peyton Riddle at the free throw line. 3 for 3 on the night, her 6th point. Humphreys in for Cotton. Four for four is Miss Riddle. Cecil, good defense by Smith. Cecil lets it go anyway. Long rebound to Juliet. Juliet finds Riddle. And not an answer for that joke. Peyton Riddle, give her 9. Good pass. Juliet Smith has about 4 assists already, Coach. She's doing a great job.
Really good job of seeing the floor.
Scott County's biggest lead, 33-20, under 4 to go here in the first half. They're going to call a hold on Scott County. Probably going to be on Katie Hudson. That'll be her first. Team 8 at the free throw line will go Peyton Humphreys. Humphreys, a 65.5% free throw shooter on the season. She'll have a 1-on-1 as Lauren Beam will come in after the first one if she makes it. And she doesn't. And
now she'll get in.
She'll get in as the ball goes out of bounds off of Katie Hudson. A good job by Cheyenne Fullwood. She gets around the Scott County defender and actually had good position. And Simone Franklin back in for Dunbar. Good defense for Peyton Riddle. She causes the deflection, and the foul is going to be on Cheyenne Fullwood. Her first, team 6. So Scott County will be in the bonus after the next foul. 33-20, the Lady Cardinals with the lead. They've had the lead from the get-go. Bailey Hawkins' elbow jumper, no good. Riddle takes it away and scores. Give her 11. She takes over the leading score, honors for both teams. Peyton Humphreys travels. I don't think she thought she was going to be that wide open, Coach, on that pump fake.
No, pump faked and moved her pivot foot before she got the ball down.
Juliet Smith, floater in the paint. And Cindy Sutherland, rebound and back up with it. And the foul. Foul's going to be on Peyton Humphreys. That'll be her first. Team 7. At the free throw line, Sydney Sutherland, 71% free throw shooter on the season. And, of course, after we mention that, what she do? She misses the first as Alexis Lockhart in for Bailey Hawkins. Sutherland makes the second, give her 5.
Scott County's done a real good job. You know, I'd like to see the rebounding numbers at halftime. Scott County's got to be way ahead when it comes to total rebounds.
Fullwood at the top.
And they've done a good job out of this zone.
Humphreys, Peyton Humphreys, that is, misses the shot. Rebound by Riddle. Quickly out to Sydney Sutherland. Layup good. 7 points. And Coach Nick Runyon says, I've seen enough as this team, largest deficit of the night. They find themselves down 18 points. It's 38-20 in favor of the Cardinals. We'll take a timeout. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Coach, question for you quickly. What's Scott County been able to do to get this lead out to 18?
Well, you know, out of their zone defense, they've been able to really know where Cecil is and take her out of the game and make other people shoot, do a good job out of their zone, rebounding and then getting fast breaks to the other end. Makes it a lot easier when you don't have to contend with the defense. You fly down the floor and getting some real easy baskets.
So 2:14 to go. 38-20 is the score. Fullwood tries to drive. Out of bounds off of Lauren Beam. Scott County continues to do a good job on finding out where Autumn Hereford is. And Michaela Cecil. Good give and go right there. Simone Franklin give and go back to Peyton Humphreys. Her first 2 of the night. Can't do it much better than that. Alexis Lockhart elbow jumper, money. Her first 2 of the night. Cecil with the floater. It's good. Give her 11. Scott County very patient tonight. Juliet Smith's done a tremendous job at the point. Alexis Lockhart with a tough take right there. Ball winds up in the hands of Cecil. Left side to Fullwood. Fullwood in the paint over Lockhart. Bank shot no good. Out of bounds off of Peyton Humphreys. Morgan DeFore coming back in for the Cardinals. As well as Brittany Ward. Juliet Smith. Peyton Riddle getting a little extra breather. They'll probably set at the final 1 minute of the half. Under a minute to go. 40-24 is the score. Brittany Ward, catch and shoot. 3-pointer's no good.
Beam over the back.
Over the back. Good box out by Simone Franklin. Lauren Beam picks up her second. Team 9 at the free throw line will go. Simone Franklin. 1-1. That means Lauren Beam will be coming out. Katie Hudson back in the ball game. Want to make sure Lauren Beam doesn't pick up that third foul. Bailey Hawkins has 2 as well for the Lady Cardinals on the Dunbar side of the ledger. Anaya Cotton with 3. The only Lady Bulldog in trouble. Simone Franklin. Took a while for that one to go in the hoop, but it finally does. Her first points of the night. Nyla Blair coming in for the shooter. If Franklin can make this one.
This is the old Mark Walls rule here, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what Walls would do. There it is. Mark Walls. She Mark Wallsed it. 40-25. Leads at 15. Long pass to Lockhart. Lockhart back out to Morgan DeFore.
Scott County just right now, just a little bit too much dribbling and get the ball moving. Just had to try to dribble it to get the defense going side to side.
There's the shot. Lockhart lets it go. Bang. 3-pointer. Alexis Lockhart. Give her 5. 43-25. Leads back up to 18.
Scott County finally got the ball going side to side. It gave them an open look.
Set play for Cecil. Good defense by Hudson. Ward at the buzzer, no good. And we'll go to halftime. Scott County 43. The Lady Bulldogs 25. We'll come back with the first half stats and much more. We'll take a timeout back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal House.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. We'll shut up here and let you listen to and watch the Scott County dance team. Good job by the Scott County dance team. Good performance. And, Coach, You've had a chance to look at the halftime stats. What jumps out at you?
Well, Scott County, like I talked about earlier, they've more than doubled up Dunbar in total rebounds. Scott County's got 25 total rebounds for the half to Dunbar's 12. Scott County is shooting over their, season average in field goal percentage. They're shooting 45%. They're shooting 50% from behind the threes, which is over their season average, and they're shooting 80% from the line. So that's the reason they have 43 points on the board. They're shooting the ball really, really well. Dunbar, on the other hand, shot 36% all field goals, only 25% from three-point line, and they're 53% from the free throw line. So Scott County has shot the ball extremely well, and they've got good shots. They've rebounded the ball well, got fast breaks, and gotten a lot of layups. And then with the threes they've taken, they hadn't been contested threes. They've been open threes, and that's why Scott County's 5 of 10 from behind the three-point line in the first half.
All righty, we'll do this. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll go with individual points and rebounding totals for both teams. Scott County up at the half, 43-25 over the Lady Bulldogs of Paul Lawrence Dunbar. We'll be back right after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Scott County Public Library allows 3-week checkouts. This allows you to enjoy your favorite books, movies, and DVDs free of charge. Unlike a credit card, we don't charge interest. We save you money. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just use your library card and PIN number to put books or movies on hold or download ebooks and free music. Scott County Public Library. Every day, every age.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County up at the half, 43-25. Looking at your individual points and rebound totals. First up for the Lady Bulldogs, Autumn Hereford had 10 points to go along with 1 rebound. Peyton Humphreys, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Michelle Cecil, 10 points and 2 boards. Anaya Cotton didn't score, picked up 4 rebounds. Simone Franklin with the point. Nyla Blair with 2 points. And that rounds out the points and rebound totals for the Lady Bulldogs. They have 25 points, 12 rebounds. On the Scott County side of the ledger, Morgan DeFore played and only has 1 rebound. Brittany Ward hit a 3-pointer, give her 3 points. Juliet Smith doing a great job running the point for Scott County. No points, 3 rebounds. Bailey Hawkins, 8 points on 2 3-pointers with 2 rebounds. Katie Hudson off the bench for 2 points. Haley Rubb started with 2 points, 4 rebounds. Peyton Riddle, 11 points to lead all scorers and the rebound. Alexis Lockhart has 5 to go along with 1 rebound. Sydney Sutherland with 7 and 3 boards. Lauren Bean, 5 points, and they've only got her officially for 5 rebounds, Coach. I'd say that almost should be double of that. But regardless of it, Scott County out-rebounding the Bulldogs 25-12, and more importantly, outscoring them 43-25. We'll take a final timeout. We'll come back with Coach Willard's keys to the second half here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Welcome back. Getting set here for the tip-off. No tip-off in the second half. Scott County have the basketball, or Dunbar will have the basketball start the half. But, Coach, before we get started, what's the keys for Scott County to get the victory here tonight?
Well, I think Scott County, no matter what happens, is going to get the victory. I think that Coach Helton wants them to play well and wants to see some things, wants to execute some things. You know, I've always been happy with it. Had to be happy with the way his zone defense played. And, you know, the big thing is have a good feeling going into Monday night.
Scott County will host the Lady Spartans from Sayre, they'll play Bryan Station, the number 4 seed. Sayre beat Bryan Station this year to get the 3 seed, so Scott County will take on Bryan Station. They defeated them twice in the regular season and should be a pretty good favorite going in to the first round of the 42nd District. Nothing like high school postseason, is it, Coach? Lose one, you're gone, unless it's the district championship.
Yeah, you know, everybody gets excited about it. You know, I think both Scott County boys and girls play Monday night, so should be a really good crowd in here because you get to come watch 2 Scott County teams play on Monday night.
We'll have the games for you right here on the Scott County Sports Network. Myself and Coach Willard will do the girls' game. Then Coach Willard will scoot over to the camera, and Mark Walls will be doing the boys' game. That's dependent upon baseball weather. It's baseball season, even though we're doing basketball games. Coach Willard. Juliet Smith, great job.
Yeah, I looked at her totals there in the first half. You know, she didn't score, but she had, I think, 2 turnovers and 6 assists in the first half. Had a really good half running the team. You know, didn't score, but you know, found the open player and got the ball to the right person.
And Scott County did a great job of not forcing it. That's what they've done a lot this year, is try to force it. They did a much better job, but Michaela Cecil, 13 points with that 3-pointer. Elbow jumper.
Oh, you could see that was off from the time it left her hand.
So the air ball out of bounds. 45-30 is the score. Cecil back-to-back 3-pointers.
Coach Helton's not going to be happy about that. You know, they left Cecil open for 2 uncontested threes. And Hawkins finishes on the other end with the floater. Her 10th point.
Mayla Hawkins in double digits.
Hey, Coach Helton's really wants to see more movement out of his zone. Don't wait until, you know, the person catches the pass. You have to move as the ball is on the way to the next person.
Autumn Hereford started out hot, had 8 points in the first quarter, only 2 in the second. Scott County's done a good job keeping up with her, but Michaela Cecil, back-to-back 3-pointers here. Scott County did a good job in that second quarter knowing where she was. They've lost her twice here early. Hereford with the floater, no good. Juliet Smith. Numbers, Riddle over to Hawkins. Hawkins layup good.
Unselfish play by Peyton Riddle to Bailey Hawkins.
12 points for Bailey Hawkins. 49-33. Peyton Humphreys loses the ball. Good defense by Beam. Left side, Peyton Riddle is going to go all the way. Forces contact, and the foul is going to be on Autumn Hereford. That's her first. That'll be the team's first. Peyton Riddle, the free throw line, perfect on the night. She has 11 points. Now make it 12.
And the way she drives and penetrates and, can play on the three-point line and also get into the elbow areas, helps her that she's a really good free throw shooter because she gets a lot of opportunities to go to the free throw line.
Anaya Cotton and Cheyenne Fullwood in as the second free throw is no good. 50-33. Scott County with the lead at 17. There's another turnover. Riddle, no look pass to Lauren Bean. She catches and shoots, scores.
And I think, even though a lot of times teams get in zone defenses, you don't want to be stagnant in your zone. You want to move and be very active.
Cecil misses the three. Bailey Hawkins rebound. There's another floater. Good catch. Peyton Riddle did a good job right there. Hawkins lets it go from the right side. The three is good. Bailey Hawkins. She can flat shoot you out of the gym when she gets hot. And a full timeout for Nick Runyon. He has no answer. Scott County, biggest lead of the night. 55-33. We'll take a timeout on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's actions.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 4:34 to go, Coach. Nick Runyon's trying to do whatever he can, but Scott County shooting the lights out tonight. Hard to play.
Yeah, that last play, Bailey Hawkins pulled that rebound down and, was very unselfish. And, good things happen to people like that that are unselfish. She tried to hit Peyton Riddle ahead and, it was just a little bit off, but it came back to her and she got the three.
Cheyenne Fullwood on the bounce. Baseline to Cecil.
And this is the way Coach Helton wanted a lot more active within their zone.
Steps on Nyla Blair.
Even though it's a zone defense, you can see active feet, active hands, getting after it on defense.
Simone Franklin in the ball game for Nyla Blair. Juliet Smith, great job at the point tonight for Scott County. Four minutes to go here in the third.
Good pick and roll. Good job.
Pick and roll and good finish. Sydney Sutherland, 9.
And I think Scott County just came out a little bit, came out a little stagnant there in the second half and, are a lot more active on defense the way they were in the second quarter on Cecil.
So Lauren Bean picks up her third. Team first of the half. Haley Robb, Alexis Lockhart back in for Scott County. Peyton Humphreys and Anaya Cotton in for the Lady Bulldogs. (57-33). Possession arrow goes to Scott County as well. Eight-foot baseline jumper, no good. Peyton Humphreys tries to keep it. Instead of calling the foul on Haley Robb, they're going to say ball off of Haley Robb. Good job of officiating right there. Morgan DeFore in for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, nobody really gained an advantage, and Dunbar gets the ball back. Scott County is, the one good thing, and, you're going to run into games where you need it. Scott County's played 10 players tonight, and
yes,
there's going to be nights. I think the boys do the same thing. Have the ability to play a lot of guys.
Cecil with the 3, no good. Morgan to 4, and there's Hawkins. Beats everybody down the floor. Layup, no good. Haley Robb with the putback.
I don't know how she didn't get fouled the first time.
Cheyenne Fullwood picks up her second. Team second. Kind of agree with you, Coach. Thought she got killed on the first putback. They're saying it's on the floor, Coach. Get it into Sutherland. Catch and shoot. No good. Rebound right in the hands of Cheyenne Fullwood for the Bulldogs. Cecil letting it go. 3-pointer good from the baseline. Michaela Cecil, 3 3-pointers, give her 19 points.
Right on her average.
Katie Hudson gets set to come in for Scott County. Hawkins on the drive, stops and pops, bank shot, good.
What a big senior night for Bailey Hawkins, 17 points. They better find her.
That guy I can count by threes. 4 3-pointers for Michaela Cecil. Bailey Hawkins. Got a 2-man game going on here. Bailey Hawkins.
And somebody better find Cecil when she gets down the floor this time.
22 points for Michaela Cecil. She's actually got all the points for Dunbar here in this third quarter. Alexis Lockhart, 14-footer. No good. Good box out by Robb. Ball out of bounds. Stay with Scott County. Brittany Ward, Katie Hudson in for Scott County's Bailey Hawkins and Sydney Sutherland.
Might be the only way to cool Bailey Hawkins down tonight.
I don't know, Coach. She might let one go from the bench when she's feeling it. Lockhart shots blocked by Humphreys. Right in the hands of Katie Hudson. She misses the easy chip shot. Out of bounds off of Dunbar. Like we said, we'll be back here Monday night. Both games, boys and girls doubleheader. Both teams for Scott County, number 1 seeds. The boys will take on the Sarah Spartans. The girls will get the Bryan Station Lady Defenders. Girls play first at 6, boys at 8. Cecil with the floater, no good. Katie Hudson, Anaya Cotton, jump ball, possession, Scott County.
And if Katie just kept that ball up high, would have never turned into the jump ball situation. She would have got a foul. Brought it right down to her waist, and as soon as she did, Dunbar player grabbed it.
So under a minute to go here in the third, 61-39.
And you can never, on Monday night, and hopefully for both teams on Thursday, underestimate the ability to be able to play on your home floor, the rims that you shoot on, the court that you play on every day in practice. It's nice having the district here.
Yes, it is. Inside to Humphreys. Humphreys up and under. Foul's going to be on.
And that was a little bit of a bailout, too, because she brought it right down, right where Haley Robb could grab it.
Yep.
Didn't keep it up high, and then Haley Robb gets the foul. And
they actually gave it to Alexis Lockhart.
Ooh.
Peyton Humphreys, first free throw good. Give her 3 points on the night. Nyla Blair getting set to come back in for the Bulldogs. Humphreys 2 for 2, 4 points. And here comes Blair for Anaya Cotton.
That's the first player other than Cecil to score in the second half.
Yep. 4 3-pointers, 2 free throws. That'll add up to 14 points. Or 16 points, excuse me. We must have missed a point somewhere, Coach. I've got them with 39, so we must have missed one. Humphreys on the floor at the buzzer, so
Haley Robb working hard. I don't know how she didn't get it, draw another foul.
So Scott County 61, the Lady Bulldogs 41. We'll take a timeout, come back for the fourth here on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back. Getting set for the fourth quarter. The Lady Bulldogs will have the basketball. Down 20, 61-41. Andre Wilson throws it into Autumn Hereford. She gives it to Cecil. And Cecil back at the point. She kind of made a living run that baseline, didn't she, Coach?
Yeah, she really did.
Hereford. Three-pointer, no good. Katie Hudson rebound for Scott County. Back to the four, left side to Ward. Ward back out to the four, and they'll reset. The four on the floater, no good. Rebound to Hereford, and jump ball. Brittany Ward and Autumn Hereford. So Hereford will get the turnover. Brittany Ward will get the steal. Katie Hudson in the paint. Gets a shot blocked by Nyla Blair. Into the hands of Cecil. Skip pass to Hereford. Two-pointer. Good. 12 points. It's been a while. Hereford gets her 12th point. Ward catch and shoot from the right side. A little bit strong. And rebound in the hands of Miss Fullwood, Cheyenne Fullwood with the rebound. Hereford over to Blair. And Hudson thought she had the block, but the official says, I think you got a little bit of the arm as well. So Katie Hudson pick up her second, team third.
Scott County going wholesale substitutions.
Yeah, got the platoon coming in. The normal starters for the Cardinals: Juliet Smith, Sydney Sutherland, Lauren Bean, Bailey Hawkins, and Peyton Riddle. Simone Franklin gets set to come in. As Franklin comes in on the Blair make, her third point. Scott County's leads at 17. Good cross-court pass. Peyton Riddle finds Lauren Beam, and Beam with the finish.
You know, even though the game is out of reach, boy, Cecil's still working hard for Dunbar, going baseline to baseline, trying to get open.
Hereford shot blocked by Sutherland, but the foul's going to be on Scott County. Lauren Beam picks up her fourth. She's one away from getting the night off. That'll be the team's fourth. First one, Money, 13 points for the 5'8 junior.
Yeah, you know, I know you want Lauren Bean to be a presence, and she has been. But she also, you know, during this next 2 weeks, Scott County needs her on the floor.
Yes.
And, they're just she's going to have to really, there's times when you get aggressive and foul and things like that, but she's got to be really smart because Scott County's not the same team when she's not on the floor.
And that goes well for the other 44 on the boys' team. Cooper Watt, Scott County needs him in the ball game as well. They both have a little bit of trouble with extra hustle, which causes fouls sometimes. Both of them need to be on the floor for both teams to be successful.
And that's what Bean right there. She drew a crowd and dumped it down to Sutherland and, just did a great job. She sees the floor well. She just needs to make sure that during this tournament she can stay on the floor.
Hereford with the miss. Blair with the rebound. Inside to Humphreys. Flips it over to Blair. Bank shot, no good. Don't think Nyla Blair thought she was going to get that basketball. Bailey Hawkins back out to Smith. Smith open for the three. Good. Juliet Smith, 5 points.
Yeah, and she's had a really good floor game, 5 points, but she's done a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet, with like assist.
Bean with the deflection out of the hands of Blair. Quickly, Peyton Riddle, left side, layup, good. Peyton Riddle, 14 points.
Another assist for Juliet Smith.
Cecil with the three, no good. Long rebound to Lauren Bean.
Good pass.
Riddle with the finish. 16 points. Nick Runyon thought he had a chance to make a run. Look up just like that. Scott County back up 26. 4:32 to go. Scott County running away with it here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back for this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back. 4:32 to go. Coach Nick Runyon had his team had the lead down to 16. Look up just like that. Scott County has it back up to 26. Good run. And really, you talked about Lauren Beam, how important she was. Nothing more important there. She's been getting rebounds, leading the break, and Peyton Riddle's doing a good job finishing for Scott County.
Oh, they really have. And like you said, there's certain players that need to be on the floor. They might not be the leading scorers or things like that, but they do so many things. Just like you'd mentioned, Cooper Watts for the boys and Lauren Beam for the girls. They need to be on the floor.
Hereford shots blocked by Sutherland. Lauren Beam rebound. And Scott County getting out quickly all night long. Sutherland off the deflection, misses the shot. Put back blocked by Hereford. She gets another shot at it. And here comes Alexis Lockhart with the ball.
Feet weren't quite set right there on that three by Bailey Hawkins.
We're going to get him up. Foul's going to be on Alexis Lockhart. That's her second. Team 5.
And you could see some things that Lauren Beam, just like that last rebound that she got, she went flying in. And a lot of times, they're not dumb fouls. They're just she's just an aggressive player.
Yes. Simone Franklin in for the Lady Bulldogs. Cotton free throw jumper. Bank shot no good. Loose ball ran down by Cecil. Catches it, shoots from 18. It's no good. Franklin with the putback. Simone Franklin give her three. How'd that pass get through? Sutherland catches it, gets it back to Lockhart. She misses the floater. Sutherland with the putback. It's no good. And here comes Hereford with the rebound. Scott County, good job of getting back. Cecil gets away with a walk, and the foul's going to be called on Scott County. Sydney Sutherland picks up her second. Team 6.
Yeah, even though the young lady walked, Sydney Sutherland, when you can knock the ball loose a lot of times when you go from the bottom up. But when you slap down across, 99% of the time you're going to get the foul called on you when you slap down across like that.
23 points. Leading all scorers is Michaela Cecil. Scott County led in scoring by Bailey Hawkins with 19. Peyton Riddle with 16. Hawkins lets it go. Three-pointer good. Bailey Hawkins. Have a night, young lady. 21 points. Cecil with the three. No good. Long rebound. Going forward is Haley Robb for Scott County. Gets it over to Smith, and they're off to the races. Scott County quickly down to Lockhart. Into Sutherland. Turn and shoot. In and out. No good. Haley Robb put back. It's no good. Hereford with the rebound. Scott County getting the looks. There's a tough take and a good finish right there. 26 points for Cecil. Juliet Smith. Nobody stops her. She goes for the floater. It's no good. Michaela Cecil. Rebound. And she's going to go all the way down. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to shoot. Sydney Sutherland. Rebound. Juliet Smith finish.
Really good job there of getting herself into the defender where she could slip by.
So the last 2 minutes turned into a park and rec game. Finally, Dunbar pulls it back out, runs a little offense. Nick Runyon's going to pull out all of his starters as he gets 5 players coming to the scorer's table. And we'll get a whistle just to let the subs in. 5 subs in for Dunbar. They will be number 4, Riley Feddick, Abby Nator, number 33, Simone Franklin, number 11, Drew Humphreys, and number 10, that would be,
I think,
Jalen Ginter.
Coach Helton's got his 3 seniors on the floor. He's going to...
Hawkins.
Wow.
24.
Get him out to a nice round of applause here on senior night. At the next dead ball.
Under a minute. 80-52. Hawkins thought she had the steal. Andre Williams said you did, but you also had some arm.
They got it on Lockhart.
Alexis Lockhart. It'll be her third. 7 fouls. And here's the round of applause for the seniors. Alexis Lockhart, Haley Robb, and Bailey Hawkins. At the free throw line, Simone Franklin. It's good. 4 points.
Nice touch there by Coach Helton, making sure that his seniors all got off the floor together and were recognized by the crowd. They had a great career.
Yes. Second one no good. Zakiah Holt with the rebound for Scott County. Zakiah Holt, Michaela Smith, first appearance of the ball game.
Now those 3 young ladies will, it gets real. Good pass by the 4. Gets real on Monday night.
Yep.
District.
Monday night they're playing to make sure it's not their last and final game. That's one thing about high school sports, Coach. You've been around a long time. Everybody graduates.
Yes.
No matter how good you are, how much fun you have, everybody graduates, and all you can hope for is that they get the most enjoyment they can.
Yeah, and these young ladies have really made the most out of their senior season. They're going to have 18 regular season wins, hopefully get 19, and at some point during the tournament in the district finals or the regional, get to 20 wins on the season. That's always a big mark to get to 20 wins in basketball.
82-53 is going to be your final score. Scott County victorious here On senior night, they improved the record to 18-7. Paul Lawrence Dunbar falls to 10-17. Scott County back in action right here on the Scott County Sports Network Monday as they host Bryan Station at 6 o'clock in the first round of the 42nd District Girls Tournament. That game will be followed by the Scott County boys team as they will play Sayre Spartans. The Lady Bulldogs will be the number 3 seed in the 42nd District. They'll play Tuesday night at 6:15 against the number 2 seed, the Lady Knights of Lexington Catholic. That will be played over at Lafayette. So good luck to both teams. We'll be back here Monday on the Scott County Sports Network. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.